7.
Alright guys, welcome to the second relay. First one's off to a rocky start. Maybe we can get off to a better one this time. It's going to be Mitchjones versus Chillindude. To start off for the match between Simply, Team SimpJones, and Liam, Team Shungite. And we're getting right into this one, so hope you guys are strapped in and ready to go. Alright, so the last match, we saw a pretty decisive victory for the Babes, taking a win over Team D whatever, despite probably having a worse draft overall. People pretty much came up big in that match, and also didn't hurt that Ludwig was off to a pretty big lead by the time Miskiv switched off. So in a lot of ways, it really does come down to how much these two guys on your screen right now have been playing. And for what I've heard, Chillin's actually practiced his segment, and Mitchjones is probably like, the most active out of the four. He's been actually playing pretty intensively, and he's going for lactic skip. They're both getting it here, so really good start. I'm happy to see that. I hope you are too. Kind of awkward to castle movement for Mitchjones. I think Chillindude is definitely looking cleaner here, going for the proper long jumps and the jump dives. Maybe a bit of resync. Yeah, it looks like what it is, and we have bomb clip coming out for both. Jones lining up for the grab here. Chillin's got one. Mitch does not. Taking damage here, and he's gonna go for a ground pound. I like this decision. He's not really wasting any time, and he's not chancing it. Oh my god, I thought Chillin was in there, but no. I look back, and he's missed it a second time. Mitchjones looking to take the lead. I think Chillin getting ready to... I'm confused. Okay, he looks like he's respawning the bomb. Looks like he was gonna ground pound the pole, but he wasn't close to the pole. Alright, no camera change. Absolute safety bomb clip, but he's getting it, and maybe about 10 seconds behind Mitch. So we're gonna head into WOMS and see how that develops.
We got a $1.45 donation from Chat is Cheap. Thank you very much, Chat is Cheap.
Is that chat is cheap?
Yes, Chat is Cheap.
How do you feel about that, chat? Alright, if you guess the right slide time, you can redeem yourselves. Put it in. I'm gonna say 13-1 Mitchjones and 12-9 Chillin. It's very ambitious. No way. Okay, Mitchjones 14-2. Alright. Okay. Chillin saved a little bit of time. Not very much. I think we got a 14.2 somewhere. Oh well, chat's actually moving pretty quick. Alright, congratulations if you got one of the times right. Alright, what's going to be the first star in WOMS? You have a few options. You can go for Cannonless, Owless, or 100 coin. Mitchjones going for Cannonless here. I wouldn't expect to see Owless out of the... Oh my god! Mitchjones popping off! That is an OG Cannonless. That is maybe a 1% chance, in my opinion, that he gets that first try. Chillin with the texture setup. That's how it's supposed to look. But we just saw something kind of incredible. Never would have guessed I'd see that today. Might be just the highlight of the whole relay right there. But I do have to remind everybody, well, Chillin's kind of going for an awkward half cycle, perhaps, 100 coin. And Chillin's also going for Owless. That's not going to work. Very close. He knows what he's doing, at least. But I gotta stress, the game's Mario. It's not, like, solely dependent on tricks. In fact, not very much at all. Mitchjones actually gets a second try Owless, so that's not too bad at all. Once you miss it twice, you're really losing a lot of time. But Chilling here on the 100 coin. To continue my point earlier, I was going to say that Mario is not about tricks, it's about movement. And I would say that Chillin overall seems to have some stronger movement. He is a bit more confident, a bit crisper in the angles. But if you look at Mitchjones, he is actually kind of swagging out here, and that's really fun to watch. Alright, Mitchjones, let's see this 100 coin. Can he make the cycle? Which, by the cycle, we refer to the rotating wooden plank. And Mitchjones going to get to in a few seconds here. Coming around the blue coins. Okay, he's going for a safe movement. Chillin did something a bit more advanced. He's going to triple jump up here, or just do some kicks. And he's not going to... Oh, he is catching the cycle. Alright.
Yeah, that cycle is incredibly tight.
Not that one, but good to see him get it. And then he falls down. Every cycle that you lose is, you know, 13 seconds roughly. That's gonna be not quite as bad, but still not what you want to see. You're actually collecting an extra blue from the piranha. I think Chillin did this also. Alright, it looks like Mitch should still be ahead if he doesn't die here. Coming around these islands, if you fall, it can be quite scary. Looks like he's got everything he needs. 92 from the 7th red. Oh, falling off the thwomp. It can be a bit tricky because the top of him is flat ground, but the front of the top face is actually a slope. So you will butt slide, and that's what happened to him in that case. That's a pretty smooth ending for Mitch. And actually, he did have to get that piranha that I was talking about earlier because he did a safe first cycle. Oh, Chillin, going for that jump kick to get up to the fortress, not making it happen. Good backup here, going around. This is kind of like the safest backed up. Oh, but not getting a ledge grab. Very unfortunate. Wrong angle. That'll work fine. And looks like he is going to maintain this lead. But there is a bit of a difference. Chillin's going to be taking the owl. Mitch has the fortress star, which is a little bit faster. I would say maybe 15 seconds of a lead. Yes, we have Siglemic on Simply's team, making his pretty much annual Mario run. He said he pretty much hasn't played much since last pace, but it's super cool that he did actually want to join. So I'm sure that'll be another highlight for all you fanboys out there. Oh, the bullet bill! You don't really see that too often because we usually kind of get up to the top before that bullet bill can fire. So I'm wrapping that up. Not actually too sure what the deficit is. I guess that's like 30 plus. So Chillin, pretty strong start. He's already in aquarium. So not a very hard start here at all, but you don't want to miss coins. You also don't want to miss swims. Every swim you miss is about a second. And if you can listen to the audio, it's the deep whoosh sound that Mario makes here. He's a sign of good swimming. Chillin missing a few here. You can kind of see when that sound goes away. Mitchjones, I'm sure, could save some time on aquarium here. He looks like he's got... Oh, I was about to say... a better line to all these red coins. But he gets back on track. And there's Chillin wrapping it up. Alright, it is time for a lot of water. You don't see this much in any other category, just because it's slow, but in 120. So you do have to get everything here. But I think despite some of the bad rap that JRB gets, it's actually a pretty cool stage. Oh, Chillin, you have to get kind of close to the eel to lure him actually taking a hit. He might want to go up for air before coming back down. Alright, he's going to risk this. So what's going to happen here is he's going to have to tag the chest and wait for its air bubble. So each chest has an air bubble so you don't drown, but he is on one hit. Okay, and he's got it. I like to see the confidence there to stick it out and know that he'll be able to get that air. But he's also messing up the swimming, not getting the chest. More time that Mitch could make up. Alright, there Mitchjones successfully luring that eel. Pretty low on health here, getting that bubble as well. DL is the emote there. Do whatever's eel emote. Shout out. And Chillin getting the Jetstream star. I didn't see he was going for that so soon, but that one is actually probably the hardest for a beginner because it does require good swimming. If you don't know what you're doing, you could swim at it all day. You're intended to get the metal cap and use that to fall pretty much through the vortex. But with good swimming, you'll actually outpace it and grab the star in a few swims. Try Mitch Jetstream, maybe? My feed isn't too clear. Oh, eel! Commentator gonna grab a couple pretzels. See, this kind of stuff is pretty chill, but honestly, Chillin, he's got a JRB 100 to contend with, and this is a very difficult star for beginners. I would say that this is one of the most deceptively difficult stars in the game. I know, like, from my experience, it took me a long time to learn it, and I think Chillin's doing pretty darn well. But this is the scary part. There are 104 coins in the stage. So if you miss a blue coin, which is worth 5, you're at 99, which means you cannot get the 100 coin star. So that was very crucial. He did not miss one. Bit of awkward movement here. You know, if you watch, like, let's say Simply, shoutouts to the new world record holder. I'm super thrilled that he got that. You know, you'll see some much tighter lines here, but it's really important that you can just get everything done without dying. And Mitch, oh, here's the jet stream I'm talking about. He's right there. Can he get it? Finally getting it. Trying to, like, look back and forth really quick. Chilling getting these clams. Clams are very annoying. He's actually letting them open before grabbing the coin, which is smart. You can grab the coin while it's still closed, but you have to be pretty particular about your position, because there's a little bit where your hitbox can touch the coin, but not the clams. And that's not a huge window at all. See, there you go. Mitchjones just taking the hit on the first clam, not the worst thing.
Got a $10 donation coming in hot from That American Dude. Given a bit for a better tomorrow. Thank you very much for that $10, That American Dude.
USA.
USA. Once again, we are benefiting the Hackensack Meridian COVID Health Response Fund. Money raised helps support immediate patient care, fund critical needs of our team members, and support research for COVID-19. $3 pays for an N95 mask, and $10 pays for an antibody test to help research better treatments for a cure. And 100% of the funds raised go directly to the COVID Response Fund. We also have a poll going on when you donate, so you can vote for your favorite SM64 team, or we have a couple other cool things you can vote on. So check it out. Exclamation donate in the chat. We'll give you all the information you need.
Absolutely.
Oh, and we got a big dono from Tina with
Ooh.
the comment is just smile. $100 from Tina. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you very much. Good to see chat smiling as well. And look at the runners. You know, they actually look very focused. Not many smiles to be had over here. They're really trying to do their best in the first segment. Mitchjones trying to get through this 100 coin. He's still working at it. Alright, this will open up the cannon that he'll use on a later star. But Chillin, he's looking really good in Jolly Roger Bay. He's already at the eel, and he should only have a couple more. I think he has one more after this. Oh no, the eel hits him. He's got to be careful now. If he hits it again, he will die. Chillin dies. Facepalm. Mitchjones actually gets a little bit of breathing room due to that. So you pretty much want to touch the star or like the last polygon of his tail that contains the star. Oh my god, Mitchjones just slips into the water. Not as bad as the death, but he's got to swim all the way back. It's a very costly mistake. You can see on your screens here, Mitchjones. Oh, that's actually good. Long jumping straight across. That's honestly quite clever. I don't think he'll grab that star. He needs to pull back. She doesn't fall off the ship. Oh my god, Chillin again. You gotta swim up a little bit so the eel doesn't hit you on the way out. Oh, this is so scary. Will it happen again? You might just need to go up for air! The raids coming in from Chillindude. I'm telling you, this game is no joke. Even like the eel's supposed to be the one of the easy ones, but nothing is for free. All right, they're actually tied up at 15 now. Who will be first to finish their segment? And can Mitch actually survive the eel? No, he already did it. Mitchjones has Ocean Cave and the cannon shot, I believe.
Got another $100 coming in hot from Bagul Meme. My booty is boppin'. Yes, indeed. Got it $3 from Vapus 679. There's another mask for the cause. Mitchjones is the law. Thank you so much for those donations.
All right. My booty is indeed bopping. Shoutouts to Simply once again. You should actually listen to it. It's a quite catchy song. Chillin's got 1 health. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, 4th try eel. Oh, Mitchjones missing the cannon shot. That was too low. Alright, Mitchjones, another attempt at the cannon. See, the star order, you usually want to do the cannon a bit earlier. That should work. That's a good spot. Yes, okay. Looks like Mitchjones is going to come out on top here. I was going to say that you should do the cannon before you do these Jetstream eel stars. If you miss the cannon, you're already pretty close to where you need to go. It's actually not slower by very much. And if you're missing a lot of swims, it's probably actually faster. But saving the cannon for last meant that he had to swim all the way back there. And I believe that's the exchange. Who's next on the list? It is Gainai, the German kid who's been taken over, kind of. He's been a rising prospect in Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, and good friend of mine. Well, I would think. 12-8. Chillin is, I believe, done now. Gonna pass it off to the next player on Team Shungite, aka Team Liam. Here's a transition. Alright, and I was able to back up that wing cap miss, and now he's racing against Benji. They're kind of in the same boat. Benji's actually like 14, I believe. Gainai's like 17. Benji is from Austria. Gainai is from Germany. But they're kind of both nuts at the game. So I'm pretty actually excited to see this clash. And Benji's got a bit of time to make up. It looked like Chillin was going to come out on top. And I think like if he fixes that eel for race number 2, he is going to be a pretty scary celebrity streamer to watch out for in segment 1. He looked pretty sharp until then, of course. Benji collecting all those rings pretty well, and Gainai's in Dark World, where if you watched any Mario streams, you know it's pretty easy to mess up and die. This could be one area where he can lose a big chunk all at once.
Got a $3 donation from Frankie Doodler. I'm so glad to see Sig Limit playing in an SM64 event again. He inspired me to pick up the game back in 2012, and I've been a fan ever since. He will always be the GOAT. Is this Te-earn?
Thank you very much for the donation. And yes, if you just got here in the last 5 minutes, Siglemic will be racing shortly. I don't know exactly what time. I believe he is segment... Actually, let me look. He's going to be doing the basement segment for Team SimpJones, so he'll be right after Gainai. So not long to wait, everybody. But he'll be facing off against Liam, who is definitely one of the best players in the world, and is known for having some really sick basements. But he's also messed up quite a bit in basement in the past. If you watch like the 2018 SGDQ relay, that was a very different person back then, but he did have a pretty hilarious meltdown on the 100 coin. But both Gainai and Benji made it through Dark World, and Gainai is the first one in Bob-omb Battlefield, making his way up to fight the Bomb King, which is the first star you would get in a casual playthrough. Gainai doing a pretty good job jumping right over the Bomb King, unlike Dump, who got picked up. Alright, pretty smooth. Benji is like 35 seconds behind, so he can make up some time here before it's basement time. Before basement. Alright, Koopa Race. Now these two stars are often considered to be pretty easy, but they are kind of sleepers as well, where it's pretty important that you do it well, or at least, you know, focus enough to avoid losing a lot of time, because you can lose a lot more time than you should if you fail the Koopa Race or something. Or, I mean, if you don't make it back up to the mountain after finishing before the Koopa gets there. And I think this whole segment is generally kind of fitting that bill, where it's not one of the hardest ones, but there's a lot of things that you need to be able to trust your runner to do, like Dark World, like BLB 100 coin, CCM 100 coin. With the penguin race on the slide, you'll see that in a few minutes. If you're not aware, you have to race a penguin, and if you miss too many coins, then you kind of can't collect both stars at the end of the slide. There's a one-way door at the end.
Got a $10 donation from Nuggles. Have been watching for the past few hours now and have been enjoying every minute of it. Best of luck to all of our runners. Any Dockers? And we have $50 from Indie Rectum. Run fast, eat grass. Thank you for that $50. And $3 from Ben York 36. Hi, Ben York here. Good luck to Team Shungite and Liam. My best friend, Ben York.
Okay. Lol Ben. Alright. Benji coming up here. Finishing up the Koopa race, and Gane is actually going to leave the 100 coin until last. We won't see that one right away. He's going to be going for Sky Jump. There are 2 of these in 120 star. The first one is with the cannon secrets, and he's going to fly directly into the cannon. He needs to make sure to not store an angle. That's what happens if you land from flying or ground pound while holding a direction. That will be reapplied as soon as you begin flying again. So that can make the cannon shot to get the secrets very difficult. Gane knows what he's doing though. Probably not the cleanest, but more than good enough. Benji, this looks like a 100 coin. Yep, punching the box. Not great RNG. You want to get those first 3 coins right away, but he's able to get them. Alright, wing cap here. Come up to that Koopa. So there is a bit of RNG here, and the first big part is where these Goombas are. They are so far apart right now. That's, you know, obviously not ideal. Gotta be a bit careful here. If you break your shell, you're in for a world of hurt. So Benji's being extra careful to make a wide turn around the chain chomp. And he's also not a very practiced 120 runner. Oh, he's gonna have to do this shell jump again. Alright, mashing up the white slope. It's a very steep slope, so you can't really do much if you don't have any speed while you jump onto it. I was gonna say that Benji is actually always falling down here, mistiming a triple jump. That's gonna be really frustrating. And meanwhile, Gane is starting the 100, so he's actually probably extending his lead a good bit. Benji falling a second time, down to 2 HP. This is not something you typically see on the 100 coin. Don't want to get hit by a cannonball. Alright, so this is not great. He's gonna have to grab another wing cap. Okay. So you see Gane probably gonna make some improvement here. Alright, Gane, we have a bit of fake sync here, where Gane, I would say, is like a minute 20 ahead. Yeah, this is a case where Gane has done a lot of 120 and Benji just hasn't. Gane has a 143. Benji, I think he has like a 147-ish. But he is mainly known for 70 star, where he has a low 48. He's like top 10. So, very good 70 star player. Just not as familiar with these. But, you know, kind of testing himself in these waters, and it's quite dangerous. I think he, you know, can pretty much take this as a learning experience and do well in the next relay. Alright, getting that 1 coin here. Gane going for the box. That's going to be a little bit better, because then he only needs 3 pulls. It depends on how many coins you can get out of the air. And we'll actually see them really well synced up. That's kind of funny. Alright, who will be able to finish the star first? This is another case where RNG will actually determine how fast you can finish the star. Oh, Benji's got another pull to do. I take that back. Gane kind of killing it in Bob on Battlefield. Really no mistakes. So that'll be it for him. Benji gonna be 2 stars behind. And just has to try to save some face a little bit. Don't want to lose any more than that. But now we're entering Cool Claw Mountain, which a lot of runners would say is the easiest stage in the run in total. But that doesn't mean it can't be dangerous. In fact, it certainly is. But if you have faith in Gane and Benji, they'll probably handle it just fine. But that could be a commentator curse. Gane going for wall kicks will work. Another star where you can die kind of easily, even though it's not super difficult. CCM is indeed free. Oh my god, Benji missed a point on the cannon shot. Gonna have to double back for that. You can see what happens. If you missed one, it's a lot of time lost. He might have stored an angle. I wasn't really looking at the shot specifically to tell. Alright, this is Benji's final start in Bob on Battlefield. Gonna be a low 30-minute lobby exit. Well, not counting Cool Mountain. A lot of support for Ganai in the chat here. Maybe the people want him to do well so they can get Siglemic, perhaps. That could be an angle. But he's definitely delivering. Okay, he's going for the blue coins. Could this be a side skip 100 coin? I believe so. If you have seen this before, you know what to expect. If not, Ganai is going to actually be able to jump a little bit on the slide and skip a few seconds of, you know, penguin racing. Hello, Fruity Gecko. Alright, Benji, showing how a proper wall kicks will work. Looks. Alright, here it is from Ganai. Will he get it? Yes, he does. Pretty nice. You also can't miss any coins, so if he missed even one, that would have been a huge mistake. But 85 and plus 15 at the end equals 100. Really good stuff for Ganai. Saves about a second and a half. Now, we haven't seen either of these runners go for CCM red coins yet. This is probably, I mean, it is the hardest star in the stage. And there is a pretty swaggy part where you do a butt slide and you get a lot of momentum off the hill and you pretty much fly over a big gap. And you obviously can die there. So we'll see how Ganai handles it here. And it's also just a very cool star in terms of the movement. Lots of, you know, cool ways to build up speed. And this red coin is kind of difficult. It's right on the edge of the cliff. And there's a jump, getting onto the fourth red coin in the tree. Very impressive. He really looks like he's put in work. And honestly, I didn't think he had practiced much. Maybe he's just getting really lucky. But he's doing really well. Alright, Benji also doing CCM reds. This can be a scary rollout. Okay, not going for a rollout. And there you can see the camera angle. Oh, and the ledge grab, so he's fine. But you can see how easily that could be a death. And it looks like Ganai's almost done here. He's really killed it on his segment. So off to a really great lead for Team SimpJones. Ooh, Benji missing the drop onto the bridge. Can you make this long jump? Looks good. And it's time after Snowman's Head for Siglemic to take the stage once again. And his opponent will be none other than Liam Kings, who was, until yesterday, the 120-star world record holder. So will this be the start of a comeback for Team Shungite, or will Siglemic, you know, put on a old-school performance and keep Team SimpJones in the lead? Only time will tell. And I believe they are... Oh, Benji's doing 100 coin. Alright. Now in 70 star you also do 100 coin in Cool Mountain, but also you do it without the penguin. He does 2 pillarlesses, that's a mouthful, in Shifting Sandland. And here's Siglemic taking the screen. You can see him on the face cam. That's definitely Siglemic, not just a ringer who's pretending to be him. Don't even want to put that idea in your guys' heads. I don't know why I did that, but it is really the him. Siggs is just a very low-key guy, if you know anything about him, though. So, he is going to Vanish Cap. This is just a bit of the meme route showing up here. And this is probably one of the easiest places to die in the run. So, fingers crossed for Siglemic. Alright, looking pretty good here. Going for the, I believe he came up with this actually, that dive rollout, or maybe it was Saxdol. But that's a really cool strat. Loses like a half cycle, but oh, he barely didn't get over that elevator. So he'd be losing a little bit more time due to waiting. More time due to waiting. Alright, just you can tell how much he does not want to die. Alright, he's made it up. Liam could definitely save some time there with a pro vanish cap. And you know what to do, chat.
Got a $5 donation from Bold and Brash. Yo. Hey, yo back to you, Bold and Brash. Thank you for that $5. We are taking donations. Every gift goes directly to Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund. So get those donations in.
Thank you once again. Alright, we have Liam in his very dark room, racing against Siglemic. Alright, Siglemic a medium bomb, I believe. Now, in his pace segment last year, he missed plus like 4 times and had to do a shell backup. So if he gets this, come on, there you go. That's gonna feel really good. Kind of redeeming himself for last year, which is why he wanted to take this segment, because he felt like he disappointed at pace 2019. But even with the medium bomb, this is very impressive. Oh, Liam not getting the ledge clip. You want to die? See, that's why the Siglemic rollout was actually, or is actually a very useful strat. It saves you from that risk. Liam going for the wall kicks, and he's missed one. That's going to be a death. You can see how easily Vanish Cap can turn on you. And I also don't know how much Liam has been playing, but I know Siglemic has not been playing much at all recently, but I think he's done, you know, a couple reps of his segment. Oh, that was a hot rollout. Alright, going for the long jumps here. This is like kind of a cool alternate strat that you don't really see often. Thank you, I in it. Or in it.
Got a $5 donation from Anonymous that just says Siglemic. Thank you very much for that $5.
Thank you for making it anonymous as well, so we don't know if it was actually someone, like, we don't know who it was. Could have been anyone.
Got another $3 donation from Kayak, I'm guessing? K-I-I-A-K. Hope I'm pronouncing that
Close
right.
enough.
$3 that just says, yo. Yo back to you, Kayak.
If you want to get the word yo said back to you, please donate to support the Hackensack Meridian Health Fund. Alright, SSL 100 point for Siglemic. Very difficult start. A little bit of RNG in here as well. Just a dose of a lot of things that make this start one of the most difficult in the game. Liam missing plus, so he's really not off to a great start. Will he go for the topless backup? That looks like what he's doing. Alright, we call it that because you can enter the pyramid boss without actually entering the top. So that little wall kick in the sand, which is pretty difficult because the sand actually like is quicksand. You have a limited amount of time to jump out of it, and your angle is very important. So good to see him get that. Siglemic has not done it yet, so we'll see. That could be a mistake that he makes. Oh, Liam almost missed the kick on the eyeball. So for this iRock fight, you can pretty much hit each hand, you know, right one after the other. But if you miss one, then it will probably go into one of its other phases where it like claps its hand, it tries to push you around, and like you get really screwed. Like it's actually quite hard to deal with. But you know, it loses a lot of time because you can't hit the hands for a little while. Pretty clutch there. DM going for Tumble Press, missing A and B. Well, the simultaneous A-B press that he needed, he did not get. So he has to do yet another backup, missing the Talons backup. So he's actually gonna drop securely down onto the shiny top of the pyramid star. And Sig looking so impressive here, despite having a bit of issues on the vertically moving AR outside of commentary. $100
Got another $10 donation from Jesus. Hey, thank you very much for that $10, Jesus.
Jesus. Thank you very much. And Siglemma gets topless. Alright, here comes Liam. Hardest star in the game according to many a runner. He's got the reds out of the air, but these last two, or two of the next two, are the most difficult here. Can he get the perfect Z press? Almost. I think like he actually got the frame perfect Z press, but not with like the ideal amount of speed. But nailing the ending, more or less. So pretty sick. Alright, Liam hitting Talons. I think he actually messed up his start order because people usually get Talons before red coins because you can hit the bird while you're flying or like trying to grab the wing cap box. And that can screw you up. But maybe it doesn't matter with the pro route. Alright, but if you thought SSL was the peak of the run, or hit the segment, you'd still be right, but this is no easy star either. HMC 100, maybe more notorious at least in the SSL 100 coin, due to the BLJ, this really cool elevator segment, and some pretty hard ending movement. Maybe not hard, but a lot can go wrong. Here's the long jump. Going off the rock with the wall kick, absolutely nailing it like he is playing for a PB. So, really, really impressed by Siglemma today. He was actually streaming HMC 100 world record attempts for like a couple, or like once or twice, 6 months ago-ish. So that's like the last I know of him playing. Sometimes, all that old practice can come and help you. He's missed a coin somewhere. He's supposed to have 70. He can get a bath in this room and make up for it. Oh, that was a really cool backup. Okay, he's doing non-BLJ. This is really cool. It's not much slower, and it saves you from the possibility of losing like 15-20 seconds by failing a BLJ. You end up having to deal with a lot more RNG though, but this is the route he was doing for his 100 coin world record attempts. Can be kind of hard to talk sometimes, I apologize, but look at this. Is he gonna go for the triple jump? No. So he's gonna go up to this eyeball here, but you can actually get a frame perfect single jump and conserve a lot of speed. Yeah, let's just go ahead and time some people out in the chat, I suppose, till we get this under control. Not sure what the Fs are for. Maybe stream dying. Hopefully that's not the case. We back. Alright, Siglemic's taking a bit of damage, but it looks like he'll be able to get through it. And Liam finishing up SSL 100 coin. I wasn't actually looking at him too much. Sorry for not being able to pay too close attention. I'd imagine he messed up a bit because it seems like that took a while. Maybe not. He should have one more star to do. Nope. Okay, oh yeah, no, he's got code. Yeah, okay. So Siglemic got Team SimpJones actually off to about a 2-minute lead. And not least thanks to Siglemic actually looking like a really top tier player. Even though he obviously hasn't played the game much in many years. Alright, going for Toxic Maze. This is kind of how the BLJ works. Oh my god, that was sick. Usually people do a triple jump wall kick to the right, but he did one to the left. I'm not sure if that's faster, but maybe it is. I've just never seen it done that way before. So if you're not sure what go ahead.
Got a $5 donation from Wooston Sun. Well done. Really enjoying the race. Thank you for that $5. We really appreciate it.
All right. Liam down in the Toxic Maze. In the middle of the 100 coin star. Looking really good, reducing a lot of lag, collecting all the coins, including those blues really efficiently. And he is going to go for the BLJ. Liam is known for like a nasty match. Like he can absolutely instant clip here. Can he do it this time? That looks sick. He's got it. What a play from Liam, formerly Liam Kings, but still a king in many a way. Alright, Siglemic meanwhile doing these box jumps. He did one already, I think? No. That's his first. He did Christmas Miracle, which is the purple switch he pressed for the last star. But he's going to go back in for Metal Cap. This is the only time you will enter a stage within a stage in Mario 64. We'll see him do the same movement again, and it's going to look like he's going for the same star, but he'll actually go past it and conserve a lot of speed, which will get him to the metal doors really quickly. So, rolling out there. Alright. And just like that, you can clear the mode in just one little jump. That slope that holds the swimming beast in the cavern star is actually really steep, so you get a lot of speed really quickly. Makes that movement possible. Alright, Sig. Oh, this is so sick. He's going the opposite way. I love this so much. Oh my god. I can't really explain in like 5 seconds how cool that is. But the coins around... I mean, I'm gonna try anyway. Liam, nice box jump here. I think it's worth explaining though, because the coins around the big rock in the middle that the metal cap switches on are kind of arranged so that we go around... Sorry. We go around counterclockwise, and we end up with the last coin being a little bit to the left. It starts, so we go left and then back to the right. He actually cut the angle with the long jump to go clockwise and actually went straight from the red coin into the star without having to adjust. So that was something that I might actually do myself. That just looked insane. Alright. Liam, Christmas Miracle. It is indeed Christmas. And Siglemic looking to wrap up an insane basement segment. Vanish Cap, Shifting Sandland, HMC, 3 of the hardest stars. This is the hardest segment in the run, and he is absolutely a G for nailing all that. Hello, Fizz. So, if you want to see more of Sig, don't worry. He's going to be playing 2 more times today. And we'll see if he can actually match that basement, because I wouldn't be surprised if one of them goes really bad. But just that we get to see one really good one, it kind of makes it worth it, in my opinion. So really cool to see that. Liam going for Metal Cap. Now, if you want to contrast, Liam does a pretty cool Metal Cap, but it's like kind of more typical of what you'd expect. So he's going to the red coin on the right first before the left, and kind of coming around this way. So you see, like, he has to kind of just do a little bit of a zigzag. Really, probably about the exact same time, but I just wanted to point out that difference. Whenever something's unconventional, you always want to see, is it like something that's homemade and it's bad, or is it like actually quite well thought out? And I would say Siglemix Strat was certainly well thought out. Alright, Saxdale now. Gotta stop fanboying, but Sax is a player I really like watching. He does a lot of cool innovations. Or just, you know, things that are pretty fun to watch. He has a 145 and 120 stars, so not a top player, but no slouch either. But he has expressed he's pretty nervous about his segment, actually. Alright, Liam Toxic Maze doing the triple jump on the right side. That's how it's supposed to look. Yeah, Zufi saying Sax is the GOAT. He's kind of like the dad of the Sim64 community, but in like a positive light. He's one of the dads.
Got a couple big donations came in. $20 from Coralia. It just says, yo, Coralia. And $20 from D-Ray. Maybe it's a bit too early to say this, but Siglimic is playing insane. Keep it up, bro. Tournament hype!
Thank you very much for the donation, and I could not agree more. So he's actually like extended his lead over Liam in the hardest segment in the run, so absolutely far exceeding expectations here today. And this puts Teams Mitchjones in a really good position. And here's the thing. Team Liam absolutely killed the draft. They got like pretty much no bad players. I mean, bad's obviously subjective because no one who got drafted is bad. But he picked really well. So I would say most people would pick his team as the favorite. And of course, Liam was the world record at the time. World record holder during the draft. He also has Punkei. You know, I think he's still 4th at least. Actually, maybe 5th. I think Tygo bopped him. But yeah, top 5. Old legend. Got a lot of good runners in the mix. He's got Zufi coming up after Saxdale. And then I believe Dark Dog. So, lots of great runners, even if you don't know who they are. Pretty good LLL 100 from Saxdale. It's not as hard as HMC or SSL 100, but this is a star that people actually tend to lose runs on more often than you'd expect. Either they break their shell, or they fall in the volcano, or just kind of get burned a lot. You never know. But lots of things that can go wrong. But I also want to point out that this is a critical segment of the run, because we actually have DDD 100 and Fire Sea contained in this segment. Sexo getting burned again, can he recover? Yeah, going over the fire, that's a pretty smart backup. So DDD 100 is, in many ways, like the biggest run killer of the mid game, and probably like a top 3 hardest star if you do all the hardest strats. So people have put lots of hours into this, and if you put Saxdale, and in this case Saxdale and Protoman in here, you know, you're really putting a lot of trust in them, because you can not just have a bad one, but you can have a horrible one and lose like a minute if you can't get the triple jump dive or something along those lines. And then Fire Sea, you know, very punishing cycle on the Bowser stage. That's gonna take It's like 20 seconds if you miss it. Alright, Saxdale going for Mips clip. Let's go. I forgot we were Mips clipping. But that's another kind of cool part of the meme route we're doing here in the relay. That's correct, TJK. Saxdale holds the DDD 100 single star world record. Which, kind of shocking considering he's not like someone you would think of as a top 120 runner. Or even like a top single star player, but he is very good at the video game, you could say. Alright, look at these rings. Rings are so underappreciated. Reducing a lot of lag as well with those turns. Very impressive. Alright, Protoman going for his Lethal Lava Lane 100 coin. Now he's still got a lot of time to make up against Saxdale. Oh, he's getting bullied. Alright, he's actually just going to leave him alone. He's walking away from a fight, backing down. He needs this coin before going into the volcano though. Alright, so even though he's in kind of a hard part of the start, Saxdale is coming up to one of the hardest parts in the entire run. It is the sub part. It is so laggy, and it's also very difficult. And let's see if he goes for all the good movement. So getting this jump dive up here. Alright, a little jump kick there. Not going for the triple jump off the fin. That's kind of like the single star strat. Not really done in RTA. But I think Cheese does it. Alright, Saxdale. The buffer kick, actually not going for anything super extreme. He kind of toned it down, but it's just kind of keeping it, you know, in his comfort zone. Oh, got to get that front sub though. It's hard because you have to swim for a bit of speed. He's actually going for the punch. This is something that Batory did a really long time ago, but it conserves your horizontal speed. And there's the triple jump dive. So Saxdale, not perfect, but he's definitely put on a solid DDD 100. And going for the wall kick at the end. Cherry on top. Protoman's probably not going to be able to beat that. But, you know, don't count out Protoman. I think he has a 144, maybe 145. I know Sax has a 140. Oh, Sax almost missed the triple jump. There's so much to talk about at any given time. It's hard to not miss something. Proto missing the bunny. There's a clip pretty recent. He was expecting to chase him towards shifting salmon, which is a really easy catch. Oh my god, Proto. Being kind of... I'm just gonna say that was kind of cringe. Sorry, bro. He lost probably 20 seconds to that. That was not what you want to see. I would definitely not go for Mips clip here because he's so far away from the door. We should have made Mips clip mandatory though by making it so you have less than 30 stars when you go to DDD. But that would have been kind of ridiculous. Alright, entering the stage that Saxdale's in, but he's got a lot of ground to make up. I would say this is at least 3 minutes in favor of Team SimpJones. So this is really interesting. We've seen Team Cheese beat Team D whatever, which I was not expecting. And now we might see Team SimpJones beat Team Shungite, which I was also not expecting. But there's obviously a lot of race left, and the best consistency runner in the world in Punkay is going to be doing Tippy. So if anyone's going to clutch it out, he will. He is actually like by far the best person to have on your team for a relay or any sort of live race in 120. Imagine saying pace is not a scuffed stream. I'm eating my goldfish pretzel crackers while I commentate this. Alright. They finish eating a few more crackers. Protoman is coming down to the sub part. He's gotta fill some big shoes today. And Saxo's in Fire Sea. Okay, keep looking back and forth as much as you can, but this is gonna be a lava boost attempt from Saxdale. The best cycle you can get in RTA with the red coins. Alright, flipping, doing the side flip inside of the cage. This looks good so far. Going for the triple jump, not necessary, but it saves a little bit of time and looks hella cool. Alright, this is gonna be a good lava boost for him. Saxo getting the first, Proto getting the first 4 red coins. Saxo getting lava boost. Alright, pivotal moment for Proto. Can he get the 6th one? Yes, he can. Stack still going for the ending as well. Proto not messing up as well, keeping stride with Saxo, both of them nailing incredibly critical sections of the run. Saxo with the side flip ending, absolutely sick. The team did a really good job trusting him with this segment. Oh, Proto's not gonna get the triple jump dive. He wanted to back it up, or like he wanted to. He didn't want to go for it. Excuse me, but he messed up quite a lot. And the spacing of the triple jump, it's a lot about how long you press the A button on the double jump, and he's barely missed that one. This is a really difficult triple jump dive, and kind of why DDD 100 is so infamous. If you miss this like twice in a 120 run, your run might be over. And if you're simply with a 138.28 world record, you probably can't miss it once. Alright, Proto getting it third try. Not the end of the world. But Sack still, man, he came to play. Alright, Commentator's gonna go get a little bit of water. Kind of used up on my voice there.
I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what donations do for during this stream. So if you donate during this stream, every gift goes directly to the Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund. Money raised helps support immediate patient care, fund critical needs of our team members, and support research for COVID-19 treatments. $3, that will pay for an N95 mask for healthcare workers. $10 pays for an antibody test to help research better treatments and a cure, and 100% of funds raised go directly to the COVID Response Fund and work to help save lives. So if you've got an extra dollar or two, go ahead and give us a donation. We've got some polls going on that you can vote for your favorite SM64 team, or a couple other cool things. So yeah, stick around. Exclamation donate in chat will give you all the information.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and pitch in. We appreciate every dollar, and of course, the Hackensack Meridian Health Foundation will certainly be doing great work with it. So if you can, please do. If not, no pressure. Enjoy the speedruns. They'll be going on today and tomorrow. Like, each team here will be playing 3 times, so there's going to be plenty of action, and it will be cool to see if the people who play well in one segment or bad in another So did Siglemic. That's like a really crucial back-to-back segment there. Will they be able to do it again? Maybe. I would say it's more likely they don't, but that's what we're going to have to watch and find out. And Proto Man, Fire Sea, this is the second pivotal part I was telling you about. Saxel made the lava boost cycle. Can Proto do it as well? Pretty good cage. He's definitely on pace for going for a comfy long jump. We didn't really know about it until like a year ago, but the long jump is actually not as slow as it might seem, even though it's way slower than the jump Saxel did. Proto gonna make the lava boost. Alright, actually conserving speed on the edge. He wasn't very early for it, but he can still get a good ending. Alright, getting that rollout. And over the rising cages. Really good stuff from Proto Man. Honestly, a little bit of missed triple jump dive action is not the worst thing. And we have Paracusia. And that's a name I haven't heard in years. More like 6 months or so. But he was one of the people who was at Break the Record Live. So I guess it's only like 4 months. But he is a really good mechanical player and holds... oh, look at that door skip. He's known for doing, a lot of very high-level strats. He was kind of the first person to do a lot of things. He never got a 139 though. That's kind of the... Oh, Proto, he's actually messing up on the Bowser fight. Thought he was in the clear. Apparently not. Kind of giving Para his introduction. But yeah, Para, a very good player. Still top 10 in 120. But, it seems like he's been fated to not get the 139, but you know, I'm sure he'll be able to if he comes back and does runs again.
We got a $4.77 donation from I Am Not a Cola. Gotta get total to $7,777.77. Thank you so much for that donation, I Am Not a Cola.
That's very impressive, and also we're actually able to hit that lucky number 7777777. So very cool. I don't know how many sevens it was. Hi, Paracusa doing BBH 100. That's actually a jump dive, or not a jump dive. The side flip box break for the Vanish Cap box was something that people used to do, but I think it was Saxdale who first started demonstrating that wall kick underneath it to break it. It's a little bit faster and it looks really cool. Proto, going for these kind of later DDD stars, they're not always so easy. I would say Manta can trip you up for sure. This star is not easy, but it's not likely to lose you nearly as much time as DDD 100. Proto's actually missed the star though. He got through the rings, but he's gonna have to take a second approach. And he's okay. He almost missed it, but he got it. Definitely spliced the run. Didn't just resync the timer a little bit. We had all the competitors start their timer at the very beginning of the relay, so that way we know due to the transitions, like, oh, Parrot, not quite hitting. You need to be right yeah, see, there's the trapdoor. I would assume he had a little bit of a laugh about that. I can't really tell too much from my feed. And all right, Proto, final star in DDD, and then he will be handing it off to, I believe, Zufi, who's been going for a 47 and 70 star recently, has a 144.36, I believe, in 120 star. So very capable player here. And this is going to be the last star in basement. Last stage, my bad. We usually do BBH earlier. If you're going up the staircase with that forward long jump spam. That's a optimal piece of castle movement that was derived, I guess, by Japanese Tasser Circamark, who has done the ideal runs and a lot of other things. I mean, a lot of other things is kind of an understatement, but kind of cool that he actually wanted to optimize some things for this relay. All right, Zufi getting a door clip? Almost. I guess I can talk about Arc again, because you proposed a backup where, like, you neutral backflip or something in the door, and you can recover a missed door skip. But that's a story for another day. Not too relevant right now. Ghost Hunt is just a pretty interesting star in a lot of ways. A lot of text boxes. Interesting ways to skip things and save time. Oh, missing that Vanish Cap box. You want to wall kick off of that for an optimal star. And that second boo was taking his sweet time coming out of the painting. Alright, both of them killing some big boos. There are actually 3 stars where you have to kill a big boo. So, Nintendo recycling ideas. Shame on them. But it's not quite as bad as doing opening chests in the water stages. Or jet streams. DD and JRB pretty much have half the stars be the same. Not exactly, but like close enough.
Got a $5 donation from Reverse Breeze. Between the pandemic and Minnesota, this is the second time I've given money today, but it's worth it. To Simply, congrats on the world record and good luck on your segment, Dad. We got a huge $138.28 donation from Emir Gunner. Shout out to all the runners and people behind Pace. Big love to the whole SM64 community, and grats to Simply the Madman, heart. And then we got another $10 from Anonymous. Thank you, everybody, for all your generous donations. They are certainly going to a good cause. We really appreciate it.
All right. Definitely some worthy Simply shoutouts. Nothing but respect for that man. And he will be on your screen pretty shortly. I think he's doing the last segment, but I'm not sure. Actually, I can check the sheet. Yes, he is. So he'll be racing against Punkay, the old boy Jones battle. And Paracusia gonna be going upstairs. That'll be the last thing we do in the downstairs of the castle. And a 110 up. So this could actually be a 150. I mean, sub 150. Which would be very impressive for a relay. We had a 120 relay tournament in 2018, like at the beginning of GSA's events. And I believe Team D whatever absolutely like wrecked it and got like 3 sub 150s. But that would be a really sick time considering that your first player is Mitchjones. So like really good stuff from Sig, Saxdale, and so far Para. And Gainai, of course. Can't forget him. Really sure, you know, how much room he's actually going to leave for Zufi and the others to catch up. You know, Punkay's only one man. And so is Dark Dog. Can't forget about the guy in the middle there. Not very well known, but actually really good at the game. Good buddy of mine. The Paracusia going for the Igloo. Pound for pound, hard star. Oh, Zufi not getting up there. Considering he's doing mostly 70, you'd think that would be one of the things he'd have on lock. But that's okay. And Pear is still going for expert level strats pretty much everywhere he can. The double speed kicks and landing right on the box. Maybe he will come back to Mario. That would be cool. Definitely, I know he definitely wants to get that 139. His dream is always world record. But, you know, he's got a bit of catching up to do before he can seriously go for that again. Alright, now this is the most RNG heavy star in the game. Most people generally don't like this. It's not too hard to see why in some case at Beat Bop Bandit. Oh right, Para does this alternate movement. He's the only person who is doing this SL100 route. And that's probably why he picked this segment, if I'm being completely honest, because he really likes the swag. And that was a really clean slope climb and not getting right in the igloo. Almost perfect. But he's getting the coins in a different order. You typically grab those spin gifs in the water after this igloo. And then you'll use them to fly over to the box with the green shell by jumping on one of them. So Para's actually going to take a different approach, and you'll see it for yourself in just a second. Alright, get ready. Oh, I think he barely missed it. Oh, but he saved it. Let's go. That was a very impressive backup. Getting a lot of speed from the slopes there can be very hard to control. Alright, RNG, actually very good. 88 coins is the minimum. Well, I mean, there's backups you can get, but 88 is what you want. Zufi has one more star in BBH before he can meet Para upstairs, so really strong lead here being maintained for Team SimpJones. Alright, last star, Secret of the Haunted Books, one of the shortest in the game, only 11 seconds. looking good there. Paracusia getting the shortest RTA star into the deep freeze. 5 seconds, maybe 6. Like high 5 or low 6. Alright, and here is Zufi coming up to the door. Not going for that long jump wall kick that Para did. That was another thing that I believe Art came up with. But would you look at that? Para is actually a whole stage ahead. 7 stars in the lead is a stage, if the math is right. High 5. Thank you, chat. It's like the equivalent of a bro fist. Yeah, 115 up, so about 5 minutes behind. Now, another thing you should also know about Para is that TTM is like his prized stage in a lot of ways. He's also one who would like to brag about things he does well or try to be better than everyone else. That's just how he is. But TTM, he actually has the case for it. And he's quite good at breezes. Can he get it? Not getting a triple jump. Actually gonna just bail out of that. Would like to see a breezes. I think Zufi will go for it though, because he definitely does it in 70. Alright, Zufi going right into SSL 100 coin. This is, you know, one of the hardest things he's going to have to do in this segment. And like I said before, a lot of RNG. Oh, the Igloo. The hitbox is nasty. You saw Para messed it up too. But so a lot of things are just not really how they look. And that Igloo is one of them. Alright, Para having to kick up the slope, losing a fair bit of time. So not the hottest TTM. We will see a TTM 100 route where he skips the bob-omb at the end by getting a... No, he skips a red coin. Well, and the bob-omb. But as opposed to getting 99 coins out of the side, he'll end with 98. And it saves like a second. Okay, Zufi with the alternate method, he actually went to kill... I think he kills the snowman down here, but he also long jumps onto the spin drift before the one you would normally land on to get to the box quicker. It's about the same speed. Yep, there's a snowman kill. Basically, it's faster if the RNG is good, and I believe that one was more than good enough. Missing the money bag. Ooh, this is... Okay, coins were cooperative. If the coins go in the ice water, they will disappear. It's like lava. It's basically lava, but blue. So Zufi's still struggling to get the end of this SSL 100 down there. Thank you, Unknown Gamer, for the feedback. Paracusa missing the monkey glitch as well. Actually not doing too hot in TTM so far. Alright, waiting for the monkey. Alright. So Zufi has some time to make up, and he is pretty darn good at TTM also. A lot of 70-star duplicates. But here's the Igloo. Really smooth entry that time. And let's check out this ending. Pretty much the same as Para, not bad at all. Alright, and here's 100 coin for Paracusia. The classic RTA strat has been to get all the red coins, so you spawn the star, and then you kind of go into the slide. Para will miss one here. You can see the one on the bottom of your screen. Alright, looks like he got through the maze pretty well. Zufi, meanwhile, finishing up on the difficult stars in SL. Gonna have 2 pretty freebies. Well, pretty much freebies left to grab. Deep freeze with the bully. Para entering the slide. So, a little bit of a breather for maybe you guys as well as for me. Because everything here should be according to plan for the next few minutes. Para with a very nice C up slide to conserve Mario's acceleration and build up more speed. He's missed 1 coin here, so he will need a bob-omb. Siglemic will play 2 more times today though, and I believe it'll be like, 2 races after this one. Maybe even the very next race, I forget who. Yeah, 2 after this one. We're grabbing a Bob-omb, and finally collecting this last red coin. So a pretty cool route there. Probably not too evident what's different, but if you have seen the other routes, then I'm sure you appreciate the novelty at least. All right, here comes Zoofy, Tall Mountain, skipping that second wall kick, very clean. Yeah, we're doing a lot of relays today, and we also have a bit of a surprise announcement coming up in 2 hours. We'll see how it goes.
Got a $3 donation from Fruity Gecko. This event is one of the highlights of my year by far, and it's supporting a great cause. Once again, congrats to Big Simp for the world record, and good luck to all the runners here today, who have collectively inspired me to speedrun this game. Go Team Shungite. Thank you so much for that $3, Fruity Gecko.
Thanks, Fruity Gecko. Really cool words from him. Alright, Zoopy's still going for these mountain clip stars. He's actually made a tutorial video about it if you're curious how to do it. Paracusia, tiny huge island. No, we're back to Shans. Okay. We've handed off the baton again. Oh, the wall kick off of the star cage. That is so hype. Might have to clip that yourselves just to watch it. Maybe we'll make some kind of highlight reel, but that would be on it for sure. That's actually a strat Sig came up with, I believe. But Chan's on the left side of your screen now. He is a keyboard runner on an emulator. But you wouldn't know it from watching him play. He is really consistent and really smooth. Probably the best value pick of the draft, for how late he was picked. He has a 142 and 120 star. And really just plays like a rock. He is very consistent. Oh, missing a blue.
Got a mega $100 donation from Gaming Toothpick. Says Big Daddy Simp. Thank you so much for that generous donation. Gaming Toothpick. Thank you.
Oh, Zoofy missing that 8th red coin. He's gonna go back up to it here. And, oh, that's bad RNG on the beach. Shane's needed those 2 coins. He's gonna swim for him. Oh, he's missed it too. This is not what he wanted. I kind of talked him up, and now he's having a bit of a time here. Okay, that's good enough. He only needed 57. Alright. Finally entering the cave, but this is one part where the death is extremely punishing because you have to do the whole star rover. It's 2 minutes. I believe it's the most punishing death in the game. Looks like he... Oh! Resetting the side flip. He knows the pressure on his shoulders, but he gets it. Alright, nailing the ending. That long jump is probably the scary part. GTC, what I would recommend to anyone who wants to learn Super Mario 64 is to go to Wikipedia, where we pretty much have guides on, or at least some kind of guide video on every star. And we still have some things to update about it, but it's a really good resource. And if you also join the Discord, anyone who asks for help, will be given more than enough. All right, SimpJones, Chans, Wiggler clip, or mountain clip into the Wiggler star. Usually struggling to get this box jump. Alright, looks. Looking out a bit. Hopefully the stream's still. Sufi has one more in TTM. Okay, stream's back for me. This is breezeless. Will he get it? So close. Very difficult strat there. I'm sure we'll see it later on today, though. Yeah, not freezeless. Alright, Shane's mountain clipping again for the top of the mountain star. Didn't end up saving any time with it, though. Team Shungite is in need of a major comeback. Four-star lead, I mean 5-star lead for Team Shans. 2 more stars in Tiny Huge Island. We're actually doing a route called Reverse Upstairs Order. I've said before this is kind of a meme route, but Reverse Upstairs Order is actually not any slower. It's just not really preferred, I guess, by most runners. And we have Dark Dog taking the reins here in Tiny Huge Island. Let's see what he's got. Very much underrated player. Not many people know him. But I think a lot of people will know his name in like a year or two. He is like 14 years old, maybe 15. I think 14. And just kind of like Benji, he is a bit of a hot prospect. He also doesn't have any like Game Shark or EverDrive to practice with, so he's kind of doing it the old-fashioned way. Shan driving up Tiny Huge Island with a pretty mediocre stage, if I gotta say. Hopefully he can pick it up for Wet Dry World, because you know you don't want to give Dark Dog away to make up time here. Yeah, we switched to the anchor after Cloud stage. So, the person who does THI also has to contend with Cloud, which is the second worst death in the game. It loses, maybe not the second worst death, but it's a huge death if you fall on Cloud. Loses well over a minute, because you get launched outside the castle. And it takes a lot of time to go back up again. Dark Dog, Bart kicking the Koopa. Insane. Oh my god, but he's getting bullied. This Goomba kind of on the slope. He's very hard to kill when he's in that position. If you land on him without a ground pound, you'll only pop him for 1 yellow coin and not a blue, which you need. Alright, but he's in the cave. Looking really solid. Alright, the long jump. Reducing lag as well. Really nice job, Dark Dog. And that'll be good. Shan's doing quick race through downtown. Actually a really difficult star, just due to the awkwardness of the camera and the timing of wall kicks. A lot of people struggle with that. This is a good copy pasta. We have actually seen a lot more people submitting runs of Mario 64 due to just, you know, the whole Corona situation, which would be a good time to remind everyone, if you would like to support our charity benefactees, I suppose, we are giving all our donations away to the Hackensack Marine Health Foundation, providing relief and support for those who are affected by the coronavirus. So definitely cause.
That's right. Every gift goes directly to the Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund. So everything you donate, 100% goes directly to the COVID Response Fund. $3 pays for a mask and $10 pays for an antibody test. So if you've got a few dollars to spare, help the cause. It would really help us out. We did get a $20 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much for your generosity. We really appreciate it. If you want more information, exclamation donation in the or exclamation donate in the chat, rather. So yeah, check it out if you can.
For sure. And
We've-
remember, if you've got a favorite relay team, you can put your donation toward their poll. So go check it out. Alright, Chan's doing Witch World Secrets. This is a pretty cool star. But not an altogether easy one by any stretch. Alright, gonna land on that box. So you actually chain long jumps here. The box actually pushes you down, so you can hit a second long jump right on the edge. And he gets the fence clip as well. That's like a very narrow optimization. Well, the place you land is very narrow. Those it's very tight. Dark Dog here, look to be lagging out for me. I assume he's making his way through the piranhas. Yep. Alright, taking care of business. But Team SimpJones has pretty much kept a 5-star lead ever since Basement, and that's been quite impressive. Like, everyone came to play today. No one's had a bad segment. But as I've said before, you got to see how they do in race 2 and 3. This is going to be, you know, just the first test of several. And it's cool to see if someone can not only put in a top tier for performance once, but also more than once. Perhaps even 3 times. Who can count that high? Alright, Chan's 100 coin wedge driver. This is a really fun start of practice due to the, you know, I shouldn't even say but there's a lot of cool movement here. These 2 cork boxes, there's a really cool strat where you can side flip and break one of them. Are you gonna do it? Kind of a watered down version of it, but really getting it done. Alright, making a really smooth ending. Alright, he's only got 2 stars left now. Before it's time for Cloud. I will refill my water one more time.
I'll take advantage of this time to talk a little bit about the donation process. So every gift you give to our marathon here, every gift goes to Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund, and 100% of the funds raised go to that COVID response fund. $3 pays for a mask, $10 pays for an antibody test. Now, yeah, let's get some money in and let's get rid of this awful virus. Special thank you to everybody who's been donating. Y'all are doing awesome. We are up to $8,000. We're over $8,000, and yeah, we have a goal of $15,000. So, if you got a few extra dollars, please be generous and let's see what we can do, guys. We can do this.
Alright, Shane's just entering Cloud as I come back. He's opening the cannon. The first couple reds are actually some of the more difficult. I'm sorry I missed them. He's going to be entering the cannon now. And blasting off to get the last few. Dark Dog with a good Wedge World 100 coin. Chan's going for the stored angle cannon shot. This is so tight. Can he make it over? Yes. Alright. Really good stuff for Shan's. The cannon genuinely gives you just enough momentum. He's going for the red coin shot. Did he get it? I don't think he did get it. Absolutely nuts. This is really cool from Shans. He definitely put some time into prepping this Cloud stage. I believe it's pretty similar to the red coin shot that Sig did at Pace last year, but it's a little bit different to the strat that Simply does in his world record attempts. Even though he does the stored angle cloud shot, he will do a little bit of a different order, where he gets the coins on top of the cloud right before the ones on the bottom. And speaking of him, the world record holder, the man himself entering the screen simply to close us out and getting perhaps a big win for Team SimpJones. See, he's got... Go ahead.
$5 donation from Andrew Sephi. I want the reader to say very loud, Daisy! Stop using your phone! Thank you very much. I love Mario 64. Thank you for that donation, Andrew.
Alright, Simply, he's got a good bit of breathing room thanks to a really excellent performance by all his teammates leading up to this point. Can't overstate that.
Make it worth.
You know, they've done a really great job today, but there is so much more to come, and like, these guys are absolutely going through the grinder here to get top spot, or at least be one of the top 2 finishers for the finals match tomorrow. Oh, Simply going for the rollout popularized by D whatever. I think maybe Zaya first did it, but that's a really tough strat. Not too big of a mistake, maybe like 5 seconds. Overall, a okay TTC 100. One of the first big hurdles in Tippy here, so he's gotten over it. Alright, Dark Dog still doing pretty well. I think he's had an alright segment, but unfortunately, he's not really going to be able to claw very much time back. And even if Punky has like a killer Tippy, somebody's going to have to make some huge mistakes for Team Shungite to take the dub. But I am very curious to see what time Team SimpJones can get, because I would say that they're... Oh, missing a triple jump wall kick. I don't know. Maybe don't want to curse this too much. You know, Simply would always refer to himself in the third person in this case. Going for get a hand, that's an okay backup. Alright, Dark Dog, one more star in Wedge World, then it's time for Cloud. Still that 5-star gap that we've had for the last like half an hour or more. Not budging at all. So I would say that Team SimpJones is on pace to sub 150 for sure. By how much, we will have to find out.
Got a $20 donation from MVC. Thank you very much for your generosity.
I love seeing the Simp Gang spam in the Twitch chat. I'm sure he got a ton of subs last night. That's kind of one of these new things about being a top speedrunner is like your income, you know, you'll have like your steady stream income, but if you happen to get a world record, you get this like explosion basically. So,
oh, it was really hype last night. Did you happen to see it?
I was like 10 minutes late, unfortunately. I was really sad about missing it.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was a really great run.
Alright, Dark Dog and Cloud. Gonna do his best for Team Shungite. I would say that Simply could finish out with like a 148 in this run, which would be a really solid time for a first relay especially. And I have no doubt that they could even do better in the future. Rainbow Ride and Bowser in the Sky together are about 9 minutes if done really well. So, you know, we're gonna end this TTC with a 139 something on the clock. And we've actually just passed the world record point. So, where Simply's run yesterday just finished. Alright, Time Limits on Moving Bars is a really cool story, but pretty difficult. You can fall up here. Alright, really good rollouts. I guess he didn't hit B or something along those lines. Kind of an odd ending. Dark Dog switching out now. It is time for Punky to take over. The anger himself, but against this kind of deficit, I don't really see him making a comeback. But if, you know, he can put together, or he can show at least that he's still the old Punkay, I think every team's got a reason to fear Team Liam if they have a better start in the following races. Alright, he's in Rainbow Ride now. First, start going for Lactu Bounce. Now, there are 2 Lactu Bounces to do. One of them, you need the can to be open. So you either do the 100 coin and then the Lactu Bounces, or you do 100 coin in the middle, which is what Simply's opting to do. Really nice wall kicks here. Well executed. You know,
Really
like a
clean
real
gameplay.
champ. Definitely. You know, all I've seen in Simply's chat is the Better Twitch TV emote that's clean. Like, I've seen that spam so much the last, like, week or so that he's added it. Clean. Oh, bit of a slip up there. He's gonna still go for that pendulum cycle. Making it work. Alright, getting every coin, because he missed both the Fly Guy coins, I think. So he needed all of them. Alright, pretty good coin maze. It's actually a lot harder than it looks. Alright, coming over here to open the cannon. I think it's pretty ambitious of Nintendo to put those blue coins there, considering that, like, you only have 5 frames to wall kick, and a lot of casual players would need a lot of chances to do that, and you only get 1 chance at it if you want to collect the blues. Oh, Simply gonna have to do it back up here. Can you do a double wall kick? Yes, you can. Alright. All under control, but he's gonna have to do some alternate movement here. In the meantime, Punkay is making up some time in Tippy. Looking pretty good in TikTok clock. Could make up time in Rainbow Ride now as well. But it still looks squarely in the hands of Team SimpJones, unless he falls off the carpet. So if you'd like to curse him and his team, you can do the best you can. He's gotten channel points redeemed for Takeoff shirt. Craigasm's in chat. I have no idea what he's showing.
We got a massive dono that just came in from BDEF100 for $138. Liam and Simply got me into SM64 speedrunning, so here's $138 for my favorite 138 runners. Thank you so much for your generosity, BDEF100. We really appreciate it.
Absolute lad. Really nice guy, and also does a lot of cool things around the Mario community. And Simply was indeed showing off the super lube he uses to grease his controller. So there you go. Alright, Punkay now entering Rainbow Ride, but Simply, despite the 2-star difference, that's going to change really quickly. There's 114 and 115 here pretty soon. He's going to have to touch that carpet again. Simply, what are you doing? Okay. I thought he was going to actually screw it up. I didn't know what was going on. Alright, Punkay not getting any help from the Fly Guy. And that's going to be a good 100 coin from Simply. Okay, ledge grabbing the swing.
Got a $10 donation from Matt the Man. Me and my homies hate the coronavirus. Thank you very much for that $10 donation, Matt the Man. Got another $10 donation from Mario APM. Happy 23rd birthday and happy graduation to you, RX Kid, your kid, from Yuri and Mar. Thank you very much for that $10, Mario APM. We really appreciate all the donations that have been coming in. You guys are great. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I've been blown away by how many of you guys are donating. It's been really cool to see. And this event has been going great so far. I'm really happy to be part of it. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the show. There is so much more to come. Especially tomorrow, we have some kind of fun SM64 events that I know I will be watching very enthusiastically, so stay tuned. Okay, going for the carpet ride now. He's gonna be on there for a little while. You can pretty much watch Simply for the next minute and a half. Going for red coins. One of my favorite stars. And looking really good. Lots of highs in the chat. Lots of cleans. Alright, Simply tricky triangles. Nailing it as well. Could get a low 148. Really good rainbow rides so far, apart from the bonk after opening the cannon on 100 coin. It's no surprise, or it might be no surprise to you guys, that he had the best ever upstairs in a run yesterday with a 35.07, I believe, where Liam's was like a 35.23, which is also very good because Cheese's upstairs in the 138.55 was like a 3x. I forget exactly. Alright, Bowser in the sky. The last stage, I don't know why he's going over that way. I guess he just missed the long jump angle. But get your hype in the chat. This is the final stage for the second relay of the day. Alright, here we go. For all the glory of one win in the groups. But going up 1-0, gotta feel great, especially considering how well these guys have played. Team Shungite actually has some work to do today. I'm sure their players will be able to put on a little bit of a better segment, or put on better segments in their following relays. But this is actually not too bad. I would say like this is more like what I would expect for a first relay. You know, like low 150s. Team SimpJones just came to play. Alright, almost done here, collecting 7 of the 8 reds, and then the 8th one just happens to be the scariest because you're on this little cupboard under the stairs almost. And the wall kick is good. Alright, very low 148 pace. Solid sky. Punkay going for a lactu bounce. Oh man. I really appreciate him going for the like the big single jump lactu bounce. I think that's a very underrated strat. Not many people do it. But it's all about Team SimpJones in this race. 1 throw down. Here's 2. I love seeing the pun throw emotes. Just kind of an ironic, you know, bit of banter. And the 148 is secured. Really, really impressive. I am really blown away by how well Siglemic played, how well Saxdil played. Paracusa played well, Strands played alright, Simply played really well. And that's going to be a tough time to beat. It's a bit of energy coming out of Simply here. And well warranted. And let's see what kind of pace Team Shungite is on. I would say 152 pace, which is, well, like I said earlier, more like what I would expect for a first relay. But they'll have more opportunities today. I keep saying that I'm a broken record, but there's so much Mario. You'd be insane if you actually watched all of it. Mitchjones carried. Oh, we have actually a bit of a conflict, saying carried by Mitchjones and then saying Mitchjones carried. So, Chad can't decide. I will say, Mitch impressed me. I haven't been watching him, but he seemed to know what he was doing. Alright, Punkey getting the 119th star, the last in Rainbow Ride. Even with that mistake, could still 152, but would need a solid Sky. But that is one thing that Punkey is known for. When, you know, Cheese would miss all those records to throws or in Sky, Punkey seemed like a bet to, like a sure bet to at least have a decent one. Which makes him a really great person to have as your tippy anchor. Oh yeah, the highlight of the run is definitely OG Canonless. If you guys want to call him Mitch OG Canonless Jones, I think that'd be kind of fun. But you do what you want.
I want to talk one last time about what we're benefiting today. We are getting donations for Hackensack Meridian Health COVID Response Fund. 100% of what we get, we give directly to the COVID Response Fund. $3 pays for an N95 mask, which are the ones that our healthcare workers really need, and $10 pays for an antibody test. And they're doing a lot of research over there, so if you can, please spare a couple dollars. It's a really good cause.
Couldn't agree more. You know, Punkey, despite being like 4 minutes behind, had a really good tippy. He played really well. Definitely some guy to watch out for in the following races. Hitting though, Punkey almost never misses throws. He's crazy consistent. Not like a crazy fast spinner, but very consistent at him. And that one's actually gonna miss, so there's one. Can he get the 152? He needs to hit the bomb at a 152.44. And he's got it. Alright, that'll be a 152 for Punkey. A 152.58. So, congratulations. Commentators curse, what do you mean? I predicted it. But actually, I did not predict him missing a throw, so I know that's what you're talking about. GG! Thank you all in chat for watching. It's been a blast. I hope you've enjoyed this. We have, coming up, Team SimpJones again versus Team D whatever. Then we have D versus Liam, Cheese versus Simply, and Cheese versus Liam. There is no shortage of 120 today, so hope you guys stick around.